Van Richtens Arsenal was released in 2002, written by Andrew Kermack, John Magnum, Ryan Naylor, Chris Nichols, and Andrew White, with interior art by Jeff Holt, Brian LeBlanc, and Talon Dunning, and cover designed by Ron Thompson. It is 154 pages and the first in a new series of Van Richten guides for the third edition, but it is not written by Van Richten. It's written in character by several characters. Laurie and Jennifer Weathermy are the younger twin sisters of George Weathermy and the daughter of Lord Weathermy, the political leader of Borden. And they have attempted to take over Van Richten's legacy, much to the dismay of their older brother and father. When George was befriended and seduced by a werewolf who used him just to get at Van Richten, Jennifer was injured in the attack, and they decided to start fighting evil wherever they could. When Van Richten died, they took over his herbal shop in Morden and determined to continue his legacy. This guide is written in character by Laurie and Jennifer Weathermy, and they correspond with several other NPCs seeking information on ways to combat the darkness. These return correspondences are written in the character of the NPCs. Of course, this guide is player friendly, with the DM information being separated in box text. There's also a DM appendix at the end of the guide giving the history and stats on all of the NPCs within. Chapter 1 is written by George Weathermy and details the types of weapon used to fight monsters, including explosives, which is new for the RAVENLOFT campaign setting. Chapter 2 is written by Perseus Lathena and goes over all the spells that are useful in tracking and fighting monsters. Chapter 3 is written by Lord D. Castell, and it details magical items and relics that are useful in the monster hunt. Chapter 4 is written by Agatha Claremont and covers the new science to RAVENLOFT alchemy and the potions one can use to fight the monsters. Chapter 5 is written by Johann, a priest in the Church of Ezra, which introduces new feats and character classes to RAVENLOFT. The new character classes are the Alchemical Philosopher, the Anchorite of the Mist, which is a fighting nun or priest of Ezra from the Church of Ezra, the Avenger, the Crypt Raider, take on Indiana Jones or Laura Croft, Dirgist, a new kind of bard, Guardian Seeker, which are monks, Hallowed Witch, a white witch basically, Knight of Shadows, the new type of paladin, the Pistolier, and the Stygian attendants, who basically help the dead move on to the afterlife. Chapter 6 is written by Jameld of Hroth, and it goes over the steps to prepare and execute a proper monster hunt and how to destroy the monsters. It briefly covers all the types of monsters from the Van Richten guides and the best ways to destroy them. It also covers how to contact the Vistani and seek their aid to find the monsters for your hunt. For a first book in a new series, this book is pretty good. The book is well written and is the highlight of the book, frankly. Each NPC has their own writing style and personality, and each are very interesting, and which serves to continue to make the campaign setting feel more alive and a living world. It also keeps player in tune with current events in the world of RAVENLOFT. The new character classes are interesting as well. The variety among the classes is getting bigger and better. I really like how the Church of Ezra is growing as a realm all-encompassing religion, and the idea of a fighting nun or a Laura Croft of RAVENLOFT is pretty cool. The dread possibility is introduced in this guide and will continue through several more guides. A dread possibility is in DM box text and details a bad thing that can happen to a person or place or event, among other things. For example, there is a dread possibility that Jennifer is infected with lycanthropy from the werewolf attack, and this gives ideas to what problems it will end up causing. All of the NPCs have these dread possibilities, as do a few other things in this guide. The dread possibilities will be what can happen during the third major event in RAVENLOFT, the time of unparalleled darkness, and most of them are really bad news, pretty messed up. For the dread possibilities alone, I would recommend this book. It has cool new classes, interesting NPCs, interesting new information for players in their monster hunting, and it is a very good entertaining read. Righteousness takes up arms. Creatures of the night, be warned. Those who hunt the fiends that prowl the dread realms now have the means to prepare themselves for whatever they face. Included herein are tools and techniques that allow the heroes of Ravenloft to take the fight to the next level. From potent spells to arcane artifacts, the secrets within these pages offer hope against the legions of darkness. This book introduces a variety of new weapons to combat the fiends that populate Ravenloft. Included are rules for alchemy, new spells, magical items, and new equipment. Prepare to bring down the forces of evil.